So, you might have just heard that your grandfather has an illness called ALS. And, hearing that can be confusing and maybe even a little bit scary. That's a lot to take in. So let's walk through it together, what it means, what you might see, and most importantly, how you and your grandpa can keep your connection as strong as ever. Okay, before we go any further, let's start with the single most important thing to remember through all of this. Right here. Your grandfather is still your grandfather. He's the exact same person who loves you more than anything. That part never, ever changes. You see, ALS might change some things on the outside, like how he gets around or how he talks, but everything that makes him him, his personality, all his amazing memories, and especially his love for you, all of that is completely untouched. It stays exactly the same. To help make sense of it all, it can be really helpful to get a better handle on what's going on. So let's talk about what ALS actually is, and just as important, what it isn't.
Think of it like this. Your brain is constantly sending messages to your muscles, telling them to move, to walk, to wave, to smile. Well, ALS is an illness that kind of scrambles that signal a little bit. It makes it harder for the messages from the brain to get through to the muscles. And it's nobody's fault. It's just what the illness does.
And this chart makes it super clear. Over on the left, you see the things ALS affects. Yeah, it's the muscles, so that means things like walking, moving around, even talking can get harder. But then, look at the right side. This is the stuff that really matters, right? His love, his memories, his personality. ALS doesn't touch any of that. He is still 100% him. Okay, so because his muscles get weaker, you'll probably start to notice your grandfather using some new tools or pieces of equipment to help him out with everyday things. Now, these things might look a little different at first, but honestly, they're just helpers. A wheelchair is a helper for moving around. A special computer can be a helper for talking. And this is the perfect way to think about it. It's just like how glasses help people see better. These tools are just helping your grandfather do the things he's always done. They're no big deal. All right, we've talked a lot about your grandpa. Let's take a minute to talk about you. Seeing all these changes can bring up some really big feelings, and I need you to know, whatever you're feeling is completely normal and totally okay. You might feel sad one minute and worried the next. Maybe you feel confused or even a little angry about it all. Some days you might feel totally fine, and then the next day feel really upset. All of those feelings and jumping between them, it's all a part of this. You are definitely not alone in feeling this way. And now please listen really closely to this next part. This is so, so important to hear. It is not your fault. Let me repeat that because it's that crucial. Absolutely nothing you did, nothing you said, or even a single thing you ever thought caused this illness. It's a medical thing that has nothing to do with you. You are not responsible in any way, shape, or form. Okay, so knowing all this, how do you keep that awesome, special bond you have going strong? Well, let's jump into some really simple, wonderful ways you can spend time together and keep making brand new memories. So you might be asking, what can we even do together now? And you might be surprised to hear the answer. The answer is a lot. So much is still possible. Here are just 4 simple ideas, but they're really powerful. 1, ask him to tell you stories about when he was your age or his craziest adventure. His memories are treasures. 2, pull out the old photo albums and ask him about the people in them. 3, just hang out. Watch his favorite movie or a big game on TV together. And 4, and this is a big one, keep sharing your life with him. Tell him about school, about your friends, what you're excited about. He loves, loves, loves hearing about your world. One of the kindest and most helpful things you can possibly do is just be patient. If it takes him a little longer to say something or to type out a reply, just give him that time. It's a real gift, because what he has to say is just as important as it's always been. As we get ready to wrap up, I want to leave you with this really powerful thought. There are some things in this world that are just so much stronger than any illness. And this says it all, doesn't it? The love between you and your grandfather has nothing to do with how strong his muscles are. It's a connection of the heart. And that kind of strength, that never, ever fades. Just think for a second. All those incredible memories you two already share. The holidays, inside jokes, all the laughter, those are yours. Forever. ALS can't touch them. They are a permanent, wonderful part of who you are. So here's the bottom line. An illness can change a person's body, for sure, but it has absolutely no power to change a family's story, your story. The story you and your grandfather have been writing together, well, it's not over. So go on and keep making those memories.